Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a wonderful New Year's Eve so far. So I thought I would sit down and do a video on my favorite makeup products for 2021. So if you want to see how I created this look, then let's get into it. For eyeshadow primer, so probably my favorite one that I've used pretty much all year is the P. Louise base, which I'm pretty sure everyone is very familiar with, and this is in the shade Rumor 02. So two of my favorite palettes that were released this year was the Stacey X BPerfect Carnival, the Antidote palette. So this is the volume 4 palette. It's got a great color story. It's great for pretty much all year round, but also the autumn and winter seasons. You can do some great grungy green looks, plastic in the way. Some great grungy green looks here, and also some great neutral and orange looks over here. It's a great all-round versatile palette. It blends out really nicely, and it's very quickly become one of my favorites for this year. Another palette that I really liked for just a pop of color was the Lunar Beauty Moonspell Volume 2 palette. I mean, the packaging on this is just next level anyway, but when you open it, it's got a great pink and purple color story with a few of the glitters there, and also a really great matte black just up here. So this is great for just that pop of color. And all the shade names on this are once again named after pop culture witches, exactly like Moonspell Volume 1 was, so it's great keeping within the theme there. So for the eye look today, I am just going to go back in with the Carnival Antidote palette, and I will be right back. So now that the eyes are done, I'd also like to give a shout out to Glamlite. I mean, I think they've nailed the packaging stakes this year with their happy hour collection. I mean, this is just so next level. It is just absolutely fantastic. So this year, I don't think I'm alone in saying that the Essence Lash Princess was my favorite mascara. So this is the green one, which is the False Lash Effect mascara. All the different colors have different meanings. I think the blue's the waterproof. I think the pink is volume, I think. But this is definitely my go-to one every day. So let's put it on, shall we? So my lashes are quite long anyway, but if I zoom in, you can definitely see the difference between my two eyes popping on that mascara. I think it's just fantastic, and it's only $7. All right, so now that the eyes are done, we're going to start on the face. So this year, my absolute holy grail primer, and pretty much the only one I use, and I think I ordered about 15 of these the other week, is the Mint Melt face primer. This came out as part of a collection this year. It came with some brushes and a couple of little 4-pan eyeshadow palettes. For me, this is the absolute bee's knees of face primers. I use it every single day, and like I said, I ordered a heap more because we actually can't get it here in Australia anymore. I have no idea whether E.L.F is going to restock it. I really hope they do, but in the interim I did stock up a little bit. Sorry guys. But yeah, so now we're going to go in with this one. So now that the base is nice and tacky, which in this case is a good thing. Foundation, so this year the Superstay Activewear 30-hour foundation from Maybelline came out. Again, this is my holy grail. It's pretty much all I use. Depending on the shade of my skin and also the weather outside, I can go, this is the shade 05 Light Beige. Depending on the color, I can mix it with the shade 10 Ivory as well, but given that it is currently 37 degrees outside, nice and hot, I don't want anything too heavy, so I'm just going to go in with the one color today. So let's pop that on. So on our trusty beauty blender, and we're just going to blend that out. And don't mind old Percy down here, he's got a patch over him, so it probably will show through, just so that I don't get any foundation in him, because we don't want an infection. So you can see just how full coverage this actually is. It's gotten rid of all the redness, which is what we want. I do love a full coverage foundation myself, so this is perfect for me. Down the chin. And as I said, old Percy wants to make an appearance today. Alright, so now that the foundation is on, yes, I do look a little bit pale, but we will fix that, don't worry. So next for concealer, this is the E.L.F. Hydrating Camo Concealer, which you can see is nice and loved. And this is in the shade Fair Warm. So I'm just going to pop that under my eyes to prevent any baggies or any dark circles coming through, because we don't want that now, do we? So now we're just going to blend that out. Alright, so now that that's blended in, there's a couple of powders that I want to go in with. So this one here is the Jaclyn Cosmetics Under Eye Powder in the shade Brightening Pink. I've been really loving this to mattify under my eyes here. So I just take some on my sponge like so. And just dab it and press it in all under my eye and a little bit up my nose, because when I do go to work, I do wear glasses for the computer, and the last thing I want is my glasses to remove all the makeup here on the sides of my nose. So it does work really well to also sort of bake that area to stop my foundation from coming off, which doesn't look very attractive. So now just to set the rest of the face, I go in with the Essence Mattifying Compact Powder. This is in the shade 10 Light Beige. So I found that this is good just as an extra coverage just over the foundation. So all I do is literally take some on the same beauty blender and just go everywhere where that under eye powder wasn't, because we don't want to darken that up. We want to keep that quite bright. So I just go in and pat that everywhere, and it also helps just to set the foundation underneath. Alright, so now that that's all on, we're looking a little less like Casper the Ghost, only a little bit. So here I've got two setting sprays, one I'll use now and one I'll use at the end of the video. But the first one is the E.L.F. Stay All Night Setting Mist. This came out this year. It's definitely an improvement on their original one. The mister is so much more fine. It doesn't feel like you're having a shower, which is what you really don't want in a setting spray. So this one here, it says up to 16-hour wear. It does last quite a long time. I can't tell you about the 16 hours because I generally don't leave my makeup on for that long if I don't have to. But yeah, this one has been really good, and it doesn't make my skin break out or anything, because my skin is quite sensitive. So this one has been really good, and it's quite cheap, so I can't wait to be able to readily get this in Kmart. And then the second one is the Benefit Porefessional Superstay spray. So again, this definitely isn't a new product on the market. It's been around for quite some time, but it is just a bit of a higher end, more expensive. This is the travel size, I believe, but this really makes your makeup stay on all day, and if you have to wear a mask all day, this does help as well. You'll always get a little bit of transfer, but this will prevent some of it. So let's spritz. All right. And this one does have a scent, but I don't find it overpowering. I find it actually quite refreshing. So yes, definitely recommend this one. All right, so now we're just waiting for the setting mist just to dry down a little bit more before we go in with our bronzer, blush and highlighter and all the fun products. I'm going to go in and just quickly fix up the brows. So here is the Benefit 24-hour brow setter. My eyebrows, as you can see, are quite full. I don't really need any help in that department. If anything, I need something to bloody take away it all the time because they grow back as though I fertilized them. But this one I find keeps my brows in place. I have tried Different ones. I've got the ABH one. I've got the P. Louise balm as well, but I still end up coming back to this one. I just find that it's not cakey and it doesn't make your eyebrows stand up on end like you look like an owl. Yeah, this one is probably my favorite. So if I can ever get it open, we're just gonna go in and go up, and now we look like an owl. Good times. And then flip him over and take the small side, and boom, looking good. All right, so now we're going to go and have a look at some bronzers. So I've got a couple here that I found over the course of the year. There's two that are palette form, so they come with some brightening or some blush and highlighter as well. And there's one that is just a highlighter. So bronzer, get your words right, woman. So this one here is the Essence Matte Bronzing Powder. This is in the shade 01 Natural. It's quite big, and even though it doesn't look like it, I have used it quite a bit. And for any Australians out there, it smells like chocolate crackles, the Kofa that goes in chocolate crackles. So it's actually kind of fun using this. So the second one is a face palette, but I really enjoy the bronzer. So this is the BPerfect, the Perfect Storm face palettes. I mean, first off, points for packaging, like wow. So inside it comes with a bronzer, a blush, the under eye brightener, and the highlighter here. So this, I mean, is great for traveling. It means you only have to take one palette and that's it. It's great. So I've really enjoyed using this year. And the third one is the Lunar Beauty Outer Dimension face palette. I mean, how can anyone do a video without this being in it? I mean, you thought the packaging on the BPerfect one was cool. I mean, this is just totally next level. And then this is the palette inside. So all on this side are all brightening shades. And then you've got the white in the middle, so you can mix all of these shades here to create your perfect colour. And then on this side are all the bronzer shades here, and then the most darkest one here in the middle. So again, you can go in, mix any of these shades together to try and create your perfect shade, which I think is absolutely phenomenal. So I typically go in with Bronze Sky and Tan Sky just here. So I try and mix both of those. And then go up along my cheeks to give us that flesh of colour. Alright, so now that we are nice and bronzed, it's a bit red down there, but that's okay, it's hot. So for highlighters, we've got a couple of different ones here. So this is the Essence, and it's just called the highlighter. Fairly basic, at least we can all remember it. And this is in the shade 01 Mesmerizing, and this is what, I don't know whether that's going to help, but that's what she looks like. It's very nice. The second one is also from Essence, and it's a palette. I don't actually think we can get this here anymore, but it's been absolutely stunning. And this is the Choose Your Glow palette from Essence. And it comes with 3 different shades. I mainly use this one down here, which is Summer Glow. So the middle one is Major Glow, and the end is Candlelit Glow. So they're all very nice colours, and they definitely get a workout in this house. Oh crap. And the third one is a loose highlighter, and this is from Jaclyn Cosmetics, and this is the loose highlighter in the shade Extra. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to show you without it all falling out, but that's kind of what she looks like there. It is a very nice highlighter, and I can tell you it does look extra when it goes on the face. So given that we are going for a more muted look today because it is so hot outside. Well, we're sitting at 37 degrees today right now, which is probably just under 100 degrees Fahrenheit for all you American kids playing at home. So I'm just going to take my highlighter brush and the Essence, the highlighter, and we're just going to take some of that and go straight up a little bit on the head, but you can see how much glow that actually gives. Like, it's really good. And again, all the Essence stuff is only like $5 or $6, so it's so worth it. And you know, it just proves that you can get great quality stuff without breaking the bank, so, which I think is fantastic. So a little bit on the nose, and we are glowing. So now that we're almost finished the look, for lips, I'm just going to go in with the Colourpop. This is the lip creme formula that they came out with this year. This particular one is part of the Hocus Pocus collection that came out this year, and this one is called Calming Circle. It's a great brownie nude colour, and I find this formula in particular is really comfortable on the lips. It's not matte. It's sort of in between a matte and a velvet, I'm going to say. I find it really comfortable on the lips. I don't find it transfers a lot. It's just enough to show that you have something on. Yeah, it doesn't dry out your lips, which I really appreciate. Do you have to reapply it? Probably. But I just think overall it's been one of the best formulas I think I've tested this year. So when Colourpop had their Black Friday sale, I did order a couple more of these and some more of their lip creams because I'm really enjoying this formula. So if you haven't tried it yet, I definitely recommend you getting on this one. So I think that's everything, guys. So now I'm just going to go in with the Porefessional setting spray just to set this all down. There we go, all spritzed. So I think that's everything, guys. So I really hope you have had, we've all had an interesting 2021, but I hope that everyone has a really good 2022, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.